scheduled to start until. All right. Hey there. Sorry for a little awkward opening there. Went live a little faster than I thought it was going to. Anyway, thanks to everybody who is waiting patiently. Thanks to Fabio for stopping by. I did send out invites to a couple other people. You know, if they're able to stop by, stop in. You know, it's up to them. You know, people have their different schedules and stuff. So welcome to my 37th birthday stream. I didn't do one last year. I don't know why. Maybe it just didn't really come to my brain, or I was just like, I'm busy. I don't want to do it. So here we are with an odd number with my 37th birthday. And look at the chat here. Hey there, DJ. Hey there, RJ. What kind of movies did I get or watch? I didn't really watch anything, but I did get some stuff. Now, the stuff that I'm going to show later is literally just stuff I not all of this is birthday stuff. Like some of it's pre-orders that I just got delivered, and some other stuff that I got before. There's some things that I got that I don't have in the stacks over here, but I don't really want to show everything. DJ Gandhi versus Lawrence of Arabia. Which movie do I prefer? God, both movies are insanely long. I guess Lawrence of Arabia, but I'd rather not watch either one because of how crazy long each one of them is. How about you, Fabio?
I don't think I've seen either of them because of that reason.
You're like, oh my god, 4 hours? Nah, I'm good.
I got to take the day off of work to watch them.
John. Okay.
John's not here.
John Connor.
Yeah, I don't know who you're referring to.
But thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Drew. I got it, Bobby. I got it. Happy early. It is my birthday.
That's why he's doing this.
But no, thank you, Clayton. Appreciate it. And thank you, Dawn. So I'm gonna go on. I'll show my gifts and or updates to things in a second. I'm just going to my source for trailers because I binge watched some trailers before I got on. I did see the Resident Evil trailer. I don't get it. Why is this Resident Evil? It doesn't look anything like a Resident Evil property. It just looks like a different horror creature feature with the Resident Evil name attached to it. It's like Resident Evil a name only. Did you see that teaser, Fabio?
No, I don't really pay attention anymore.
Hey, I don't blame you because I know Matt saw it. He didn't like it. He didn't like the teaser trailer for that.
I couldn't tell you what's out or what's coming out, or I don't pay attention to any of that anymore.
There's nothing that comes out that's coming out that you're interested in.
Not really. I mean, I'd have to look it up, but not really.
Thank you, Chaz. Thank you, Predmater. Thank you, Greg. Have I heard the new Day of the Jackal TV show? No, never heard of it. Do not know anything about it. Director of Barbarian Weapons is literally enough proof this will probably suck. I still haven't seen Weapons yet, but I've heard mixed things about it for sure. Hey, thank you, Brock. Steelers versus Cowboys. Yes, please. I'm all for it. I'm all for that matchup. I don't think McCarthy's going to get you there, but you know what? I'm all for it. You know, maybe he will. I doubt it, though. So,
Super Mario Galaxy movie is the highest grossing movie of the year so far.
Okay. It is. Yeah. And the Michael Jackson biopic is not far behind. It just made $400 million worldwide, despite the critics trying to make it a flop.
Of course.
Yeah, Resident Evil teaser. It's a teaser. There's really not a whole lot to say about the teaser because there's a big fat guy in the shadows who looks like he's related to Baron Harkonnen from Dune. I'm like, what is this? Or is this a sequel to Feed? Have you heard of that movie, Fabio?
Yeah, what's it?
The Brett Leonard film.
Yeah,
that was an insane movie. Definitely not for people who are queasy or get sick to their stomach, because that's a real thing. Feeders, apparently. Thinking about checking out some Tales from the Crypt. DJ, what are some episodes to recommend? Oh, I mean, there's so many. I would say off the top of my head, I should definitely know. Well, from the first season, I would say Dig That Cat, He's Real Gone. That's a good one. I also would recommend it's the one with Morton Downey Jr. from season 3. I don't remember the name of the episode for some reason because like my brain is locking up.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Television Terror. That's the name of it. Television Terror. So I would recommend that one. Actually, like, just watch season 3. Like, season 3 has like so many great episodes in it. It's my favorite season of the show because you got Carrie and Death. You have Abracadabra with Beau Bridges. You have Dead Weight with John Rhys Davies of Vanity, Top Billing with John Lovitz and Bruce Boxleitner. You got Easel Kill Ya. You got Undertaking Parlor, which is basically like a Goonies. It almost feels like a spin-off of the Goonies because of like the attitude, or the Monster Squad, with this group of kids. One of them actually is K Kwan. So one of them actually is Data. Morning Mess. That's a good one too. So yeah, I just watch season 3.
Yep, Chaz mentioned Cutting Cards with Lance
Henriksen.
Yeah,
Season 2. Yes, I love that one.
King of the Road is one of my favorites with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think that's from season 5 or season 6, I think.
I think Tom Holland wrote and directed that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I really like the 90s Super Mario Brothers movie. Like it's I actually like it more than the new one. It's definitely a lot more interesting. Doesn't play things as safe. It's not as boring, at least not to me. It's very creative too. I heard Terminator 2 is getting re-release. I heard I heard about that as well. The Hollywood Theater is going to be showing a 35 millimeter print, but I don't know. I got to go out of my way to go down there, and I don't know if I want to do that for Terminator 2.
Yeah, there's a. It's not local. It is a little bit of a ride from me, but they do show like a bunch of older movies, and they're showing that.
Oh,
but yeah, I did also see that they're doing a wide release of it. So I'll take a look at that.
They're doing some wide releases, a bunch of stuff. There's the 40th anniversary of Top Gun. They're re-releasing that in IMAX
as well.
And Maverick. Yes, I've heard about Millennia. It looks fucking terrible. Brett Ratner, he hadn't directed anything in years. This was just a bone the current administration threw him. And no, there's gonna be no Rush Hour 4. I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
No.
Well, I apparently Jackie and Chris were offered, but they were like, no. I think it's because the paycheck wasn't high enough for them yet. So I guess it depends on whether or not the paycheck goes up. That then maybe or not. Then maybe they might do it. I hope they don't ever do it. We don't need it.
No,
thank you, King
it's
Street.
way too late.
Yeah, Cutting Cards is great. It's one of my favorite Lance Henriksen roles, and Kevin Teige is also terrific in it as well. You know what I'm gonna do with your fingers? I'm gonna put them in a jar, and I'm gonna pickle them, and I'm gonna show them all to my buddies.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah, Ventriloquist Dummy. That's another good one with Bobcat and Don Rickles. Thank you, Dante. Thank you, Seb. Thank you, Marcel. My friend called a girl at school and told her that I liked her the first episode with Execution. Episode Tales of the Crypt. And she said, why doesn't he ask me himself? Went on 2 dates. She's a lesbian now. So did Tales from the Crypt?
Tales from the Crypt turned her into a lesbian.
Yeah. So it's the man who was death that had that effect on the girlfriend. That's interesting. Hey there, Will Ferrell.
I do like the pilot with William Sadler. I like
that. Yeah, that's the man who was death. Yeah.
And then I think it was the same episode. It was with M. Emmett Walsh where he retires and then he kills his wife. And
that was a collection.
That's a good one. Yeah,
that was the last one. I'm kind of not big on that one. It feels more like a Tales from the Dark Side episode in terms of its tone versus Tales from the Crypt. So I'm not as big on it as the other ones.
Well, if it had somebody, if it wasn't M. Emmett Walsh, I probably wouldn't like it.
Yeah, he was good at it. Right. Explorers is getting a release from Vinegar Syndrome. Yeah, I know about that. I'm fine with my Blu-ray. The ending is so goofy and out of place that it hurts the film. And I'm fine with my Blu-ray of that. I don't. And the 70-something minute long documentary, I guarantee over half of that is just footage from the movie. Because the people that they had you just have Joe Dante, you have some of the effects guys, I think, and Robert Picardo. There's nobody else in the cast that's in the new documentary. And I get why you can't have River Phoenix if River Phoenix is no longer with us. I guess Vinegar Syndrome couldn't afford Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke's like, you gotta raise that number up if I'm gonna talk about Explorers. Thank you. Thank you once again. Oh, Deep Water. Yeah, I heard about it. I heard about that one. That's the new Rennie Harlan movie.
Yeah, I just looked at the list of movies that are coming out this year. I think the only one I'm remotely interested in seeing is Super Troopers 3.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, the one with Terry Hatcher and Miguel Ferrer. Yes, I love that one. The Thing from the Grave, directed by Fred Decker. Starring Kyle Secor, who to me, he's like the perfect 90s Peter Parker. Like he looks like Peter Parker straight from the comics in that episode. Kimberly Beck was on an episode of I Dream of Jeannie. Oh, okay, cool. Tales of the Crypt Omnibus. Okay. I never had the comics. The closest I have to any of the comics is the comics that were included in the Tales from the Crypt official archives book that I have. How to Make RoboCop 3 a good movie. I already have a video on my channel talking about, what if with RoboCop 3. So, go check that one out if you want to see my take on that. Thank you. Hey, thanks for supporting me for that long. Is a vice president of a bank and Fabio is a cop. I was like, why is Fabio just a cop?
Ain't nobody robbing this bank. I'm gonna shoot him.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for that. Does the top rating Harlan's Deep Blue Sea? I doubt it. Who's my least favorite Spider-Man actor? I gotta be honest. I think it might be Toby. Because Tom Holland, I have some issues with, but like, I think it's more due to the scripts than necessarily his performance. I think it might be Toby. I don't think Toby's really held up that well. He's too dopey as Peter and as Spider-Man. His jokes are lame too. Like, God, Spider-Man's supposed to be funny. Did I watch JCW Lunacy? No, I don't watch that. Do you, Fabio?
No, people watch that.
I see ads for it on Wrestling with Regret on his channel. But
Well,
other than that,
he's
like,
getting paid, that's why.
and he's on it. I think he's actually like somebody who appears, you know, in some of the shows. So I think that's probably another reason why. So he's self-promoting, but other than that, no, I've never seen it. There, every promo hypes it up a lot, like it's the, you know, the greatest show ever, and I'm like, I don't know. That reminds me of TNA, you know, when they try to compete with. I was super excited when that happened because I was a regular viewer of TNA at that time. So I was like, oh yeah, WWE's finally gonna get some real competition, and then it wasn't even close, man. I blame Russo, and was it not Russo? It's a Bischoff and Hogan and just all that shit for that was just, that was bad.
Oh
yeah. Do you remember that,
Fabio?
Yeah,
they changed the ring, which was stupid.
Yeah.
Because what made TNA unique was it had the 6-sided ring.
Uh-huh.
And then they just brought in all these old guys that nobody
Yeah.
wanted to see. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, well.
It's like Hogan. I'm like, he can't wrestle anymore.
And Flair, and they're old. It's like, no, this is stupid.
Rob Van Dam. That was cool though to see RVD.
Yeah,
But
because he was still young enough and he could actually wrestle.
Yeah.
You know, but when it was just like the Nasty Boys and all these.
That was so embarrassing.
Yeah, I think like Brutus Beefcake showed up too.
It was like, what is this? WCW 2.0?
Yeah,
like
stupid.
Yeah.
And they thought it was gonna work.
Did not. Just like they thought Suicide was gonna be a huge big deal. Mm-hmm. I still don't know who played. I think one of them was Hernandez. Hernandez played Suicide once or a few times. I think he got hurt, and then he was like, screw this, I'm not doing this anymore. And then he got replaced with somebody else. I don't remember who that is. Yeah, Brock Lesnar retired. He got retired by, what is it?
Obafema.
Yeah. Did a sitting power bomb on him, and then that was it. I resigned to Neil Braidman. Have you seen any of those movies, Fabio?
No,
have you seen some Neil Braidman movies? Oh man, you're lucky. Good thing you didn't see any of those. Hey there, John. Thank you. Uncommon valor, if I could speak. Yeah, cool. That's a good deal. I'd like to get that 4K sometime. It's a bummer there's no features, but you know, maybe nobody really wanted to talk about it. Can't get Gene Hackman because he's no longer with us, and you know, I think a lot of the cast is gone, right?
Yeah,
in Uncommon Valor, because I don't think Fred Ward's around anymore, right?
Nope, he passed away. Robert Stack passed away.
You got Red Brown.
You got Michael Dudikoff.
Oh, he was in that. I forgot he had a bit role in that. Very small role, right? I Come in Peace. That's a good one. That's a good 4K by Shout Factory. Tony Khan was a guest on the Coach and Bro show. Okay, I've never heard of that show. Tony Khan. Nice. That's a good price. You did. It was a good deal. How much money will Scary Movie 6 make with the Wayans brothers involved? I think that actually do pretty good. I think that'll do fairly well, box office wise. Thank you, Sean. I got some more of your requests coming very soon. One of them is Anastasia, and then I got a few others as well. New Day quit. They didn't like their new contract. All right, so they're gonna find a new employment. Disney Plus making a new Casper series. We don't need more Casper.
Why?
I will be reviewing the 1995 movie soon, though, because that was a request a while back, and I like that one actually. I actually enjoyed. That's easily my favorite Casper.
It was the only good movie.
Yeah. Neil Breen, no, he cannot act. He cannot act and he cannot direct. Jonathan asked me about Clayface. Yes, I did watch the teaser for that. It's so short. I don't really know what to make out of it. I like the body horror elements. I'm just worried that the Clayface movie is going to be like Joker, but with Clayface, and I don't want that. I don't want, a dramatic Clayface movie that's just trying to ride the coattails of Joker. Like, give me something more than that. Is Braun Strowman still with the company? I don't know. I don't really care. I never really liked.
I think he just got released.
I never really cared for Braun Strowman. I remember when they tried to push him, and I was like, he can't do anything on the mic. He's just a big dude, and he's physically, crazy, but he doesn't have much of a personality, and I just never really got it with Braun. I guess I wasn't alone because I don't think he really had much of a memorable run if he wound up having the title at any point.
Yeah, they released him last year.
I don't even know if he had the title at any point. I don't know if he was champ.
He was.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it now.
Probably for not very long is my guess.
No, one day.
Oh my God, he got the cane.
Oh no. Okay, they have it.
No.
They have it set up weird.
Okay.
Yeah, he was champion for 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
So Will Ferrell, number one, he's asking if you ever met Bo Starr, who passed away today,
No,
by the way. Rest in peace, Bo.
Yes. I never had a chance to meet him. I met his brother, but I never met him.
Mm-hmm. Blues Brothers 2K.
Who?
Blues Brothers 2000.
Oh, I'm sorry. Someone you.
Yeah.
Okay, I misunderstood. My bad.
Yeah, and so he's thinking he thought he was going to be in the minority.
No,
he met some people who were like, "What? You didn't like it? That movie was amazing."
No, it's not. But sure.
They made a Poltergeist too. Like, no, I have not seen the trailer for that. Poltergeist 2. Okay.
Why?
Thank you, Jermaine. In terms of other trailers I saw, I did see Masters of the Universe. I don't really. It looks like Guardians of the Galaxy, but
yeah,
with
I
Mo
saw
2.
that in. I went to see The Killer. The
Oh,
John Woo movie.
oh, you saw the re-release of The Killer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, this trailer sucks.
Yeah.
All the movies they showed, it was Masters of the Universe. It was Michael.
Yeah.
The new Spielberg movie,
Disclosure Day, which I'm hearing rumors could be a spin-off of Close Encounters.
And then
which I'm like, how does that make sense? This is not released by
the same
Sony.
Studio, and right. And then what was the other one? I don't even. It was a comedy.
Okay.
About a stay-at-home dad. I forget what it was called.
Oh, that fucking movie that looks horrendous
Yeah. I'm like,
with
okay.
Nate Bargatze.
Yeah.
Yeah, that which is just like, oh, we're basically trying to do Mr. Mom again,
Right.
the breadwinner.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, all right. I'm like, all these movies look awful. Except, well, the problem I think with the Michael Jackson movie, from the trailer, everything was CGI. I'm like, you got all this money to make this movie
Yeah,
to
there's
tell
a
this
lot
story.
there's a lot of stuff in there that's green screened and
I'm like,
whatever.
No, like why?
They
Michael
did that with
Jackson.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, that was awful in that movie, especially the Live Aid scenes. Like you could really tell
Uh-huh.
it was terrible.
Yeah, he did have okay run at for a little bit, but there was one run where he literally held the title for one day. It just seems like for a while WWE, if they did like if the writers or creative didn't like a certain wrestler, they would just book them terribly. Like they're like, oh well, he's over, and the fans want them to win the title, but we're gonna give them shit matches and make them lose. But
Right.
for some reason, Sheamus had longer runs, like because fans wanted Sheamus.
Or Jack Swagger was champion.
Yeah,
And I'm
that
like,
was
no,
insane. How
this
long
is
he held
stupid.
the title.
This is stupid. And then he's like, I forget where he got interviewed, but he's like, well, I don't care what people think. I was champion. I'm like, yeah, but you weren't good. Like,
He's on. I think he's on American Gladiators. I think or somebody or he was on because there's a new American Gladiators
because of course there
that
is.
came out this year. I think it came out. I think the first episode dropped recently. But the run that pissed me off the most is definitely Ray. Like Ray was just completely shat on. And it was after like there was a technical difficulty, I think, with his entrance at WrestleMania. And I'm like, well, it's not his fault. So why are
Right.
you punishing Ray for that and not giving him, or no, actually he messed up his 619 in one of the matches. I think a WrestleMania match. I'm like, well, I mean, other big name wrestlers have fucked up,
Oh,
have
absolutely.
missed their finisher or you know, botched something and they didn't get, that kind of treatment. I just don't think Vince wanted Ray to be the champion like at all. What do you got, a favorite rock? Like a rock or like literal rock or rock the rock matches from WWE or a rock movie. Like I don't have a favorite rock.
Of course.
You gonna see Mortal Kombat 2, Fabio?
No, I'm good.
Have you seen the Coneheads movie? Yeah.
Of course.
Consume more quantities. I might see Mortal Kombat 2, but probably not an opening weekend. Any plans to get Following Down? Definitely. To Live and Die in LA? Yes, because I just sold my Kino 4K, so I definitely will be getting that. Soylent Green? Nah. I'm okay with the Blu-ray I have of that, to be perfectly honest. I don't need to watch the hammy acting in 4K. Soylent Green is people. It's people. Good old Charlton Heston. There was a hilarious SNL parody of that Phil Hartman did. That was pretty fun. To me, the best biopic is Rocket Man. Yeah, Rocket Man was really good. I liked it. Which is worse, Regeneration or Day of Reckoning? God, fuck. I would say Regeneration. Day of Reckoning has some good Scott Adkins fight scenes.
Mm-hmm. They were both pretty bad.
Dick's the Musical. I mean, it's called Dick's the Musical. I'm pretty sure it probably sucks dick. Top 7 favorite animated movies. That's a good list. I mean, I don't really have a top 7. Heavy Metal would definitely be on there, though. Thank you, Yule. Still got Iron Man reviews coming for you, Yule. Thoughts on Netflix making a Willy Wonka movie? What? We already have Willy Wonka. Do we need more Wonka? I don't think we do. But I'll just start showing some stuff here.
Cool.
Because I have some things. So I'll probably go. I think I can go one screen here. So I'll go solo layout. There we go. I don't know if I could put you on the bottom, Fabio. I don't think it'll let me. I don't have the special. Maybe this.
The special upgrade
Screen layout.
There we go. No.
No. I can't do it. So
that's okay. I'm here.
So this is the Star Trek, the motion picture director's edition, complete adventure 4K set. I got it from a local shop. The reason why I got this is because it has the special extended version of the motion picture,
which is only in that set.
Yes, it's only in this set. I'm not going to take all the stickers and all that other stuff out. I don't think that's something I necessarily have to do. One downside though is it is one of those sets where they slid the discs in the cardboard, so I don't know how this is gonna last.
Yeah,
but thankfully I do have the box set with the original 6 films, so the only one I don't have is the extended. And this is like I don't like. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but like the packaging is a pain in the ass because there's nowhere. I mean, you can't put it on your shelf normally with everything else. So, but yeah, I got that. I got it.
It's like the Godzilla Criterion.
Yeah, I've heard about that. And I got a couple VHS from a local game shop. This is Dead Center with Justin Lazard and Rachel York. It's directed by Steve Carver. So it's definitely one of those movies that is trapped on VHS. And then there's this one back to back. I think I've seen this before. Michael Rooker. I think this is, and Bobcat Goldthwait's also in it, and Danielle Harris and Ryo Ishibashi. I think this is a sequel.
It is.
I think this is meant to be a sequel to Double Edge, right? I think
American Yakuza.
American Yakuza. Oh, it's a sequel to American Yakuza.
Yeah,
which got a Blu-ray from Arrow, which I would like to get because I actually really liked American Yakuza with Viggo Mortensen.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of the 4Ks I got here, these I actually got it a couple days ago from Orbit. So we have Soldier, the 4K from Arrow, which I love Soldier. I think it's an underrated gem. So this is pretty cool. Arrow's been killing it lately. Like just coming out with all kinds of awesome stuff. They've been like my pick for like the best label this year by far. And then we have Inner Space, which I love. It's one of my favorite films. And so this getting a 4K is just really, really awesome, really cool. The effects won the Oscar that year. So that'll be really cool to see that in 4K. And, for people who don't have 4K, Arrow does offer Blu-ray editions of these as well. So, you're not left out. So this is Excalibur. Another one I really like. Wishlist 4K from Arrow. And this actually has the proper aspect ratio because when it came out on Blu-ray, they messed with the aspect ratio and it wasn't the right aspect ratio from the theatrical version. And then we got more Arrow. I got Salem's Lot, the Tobe Hooper classic. And these have booklets and posters and stuff, but I didn't want to. I really don't want to show all that right now. But yeah, Salem's Lot. It has the TV miniseries version and the theatrical version, so it has both cuts of the film on there. I've only seen the TV miniseries version. I've never seen the theatrical cut. I've heard it's not good from a lot of people. Do you remember the theatrical cut, Fabio?
Yeah, here, excuse me, here in America, they released it on VHS.
Yeah.
When they did the Warner Bros. There you go, the Warner
There
Brothers hits line. I don't know why they released that, and they did not re-release the full version. But
Yeah.
that was the only way to get the movie here for the longest time.
Yeah, it's hard boiled. That's just. It's great to see this finally get an actual legit release and not some bootleg bullshit. And then the killer
crappy Dragon Dynasty release.
Yeah, bootleg. Well,
I mean, pretty much.
I mean, Dragon Dynasty definitely felt like a bootleg in a lot of ways. It did, because it was just so cheap, man. And the quality was terrible. The Criterion Laserdisc was better. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Bobby. Would you think that I can give some wrestlers like Omos or Braun Strowman too much credit? Because for me, I see these as characters that we watch like in movies in the ring. For others, he's just audience attraction. Trying to think of what to say to that. I mean, sure. I mean, if you... I think maybe if I'm trying to interpret what he's saying, I think it's kind of like larger than life kind of thing, people you don't see, right, outside, regular life. So I could kind of see that. But, I'm bigger into like not just big guys who could move and could do moves. Like I want to see personality in the ring, because a big part of wrestling is also, your mic skills and everything. Like that's a big part of it. And I got just a few more here, and then I'll get back to the chat. We got Justice League, season 1 and season 2. Grew up watching these along with Batman animated series and Batman Beyond and Superman animated series. To me, that's like peak DC. This is peak DC for me. If you're talking about like an adaptation of the comics, it's these. It's the Justice League cartoons or the animated series, Batman Beyond, even something like Static Shock, Superman. And I also got this because I didn't have these in 4K. I don't like First Class that much. Apocalypse is disappointing, but I'm a sucker for having a complete collection. So, and the price was reasonable. Actually, it was free because my stepdad got it for me for my birthday. And then I got this, the complete 60s Batman show. I only had this on DVD for a long time, so glad to get that upgraded. Used to watch reruns of that on Sci-Fi and TV Land with my grandmother because she liked that show growing up. And then I also got this set a while back from Amazon. This is the 4K set of Seinfeld because it actually is the only way to get it in HD in the proper aspect ratio, because for some reason Sony only released it in a cropped version on Blu-ray.
Because of course they did.
Maybe though next weekend you're going to see The Devil Wears Prada too. Okay, cool. I'll skip that one. I don't even think I've seen the first. The next Chucky movie will flop. You know what? I wish that was the case, but I don't think it will. if you're just looking at Scream 7 and how much money that made, like I'm calling it now. Evil Dead Burn is going to make money. Even though the teaser looks like shit and I can barely see shit. And so does every photo that I see of the movie, because for some reason the director decided to shoot most of the movie with candlelight and fire, because get it? It's called Evil Dead Burn, Fabio. But that's going to be a hit. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. I love how you and Matt weren't big on switching channels, but everyone admitted, since it's the same writer from Leonard Part 6. Yeah, it's not as bad as Leonard Part 6, but I mean, there are very few films that are worse writing wise than Leonard Part 6. I mean, that's the movie with Bill Cosby riding around on an ostrich, and there's like fucking bubbles. Have you seen Leonard Part 6, Fabio?
No, I have not.
You're not missing much.
I'm good.
All right. It's been a while since, yeah, it's been a while. Been a while. Those are coming. Heavy Metal Massacre things.
The Fama.
Yeah. Good old Demon, David, David, I think it's David DeFalco, right? Yeah. VHS or Laserdisc? You know, in the past, I would probably say VHS, but I'm gonna say Laserdisc. Even though I sold most of my Laserdiscs recently, but I needed the money. You know, hours at work suck. Have you ever seen Regarding Henry? I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Those who purchase Killer extended cut of the Blu-ray disc for the Killer is a faulty issue. Can't pause, rewind, or fast forward. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'll check that out. I don't really care about the extended cut, so I don't think that. Have you seen the extended cut, Fabio?
I have not. No.
Do I do video game requests? Yeah, I do. Yule. I can't play a lot of the newer stuff unless I play it on Steam. But anything like from the older consoles, I got an emulator. I could basically play anything on it. You know, I did Terminator on Sega CD, which I had a lot of fun with. That was the last game request that I did. You know, I did Demolition Man on the 3DO. You know, I could do, I've done games on the Genesis. I could do Super Nintendo, NES, PS2, PlayStation, because I did Manhunt, a little bit of Manhunt one time. So yeah, I could do games. It'll take me longer to do a game request, because what I like to do is I like to practice before I actually start recording. Because that's how I did it with all the other ones. That's how I did it with Earthworm Jim 2, which I also really had a lot of fun with that game. Soldier in Inner Space, cool. See ya, Alter Ego. Wow. All right, so got that whole thing from Bobby, catching up. Waiting on a better sale for Inner Space. Okay. If you want the limited editions, though, they'll probably sell out before they wind up doing a sale. Which gimmick is worse, Evil Dentist or Fake Diesel? What? Isaac Yankum, DDS? Or Fake Diesel?
It's the same guy.
Isaac Yankum was at least an original character. Is not good, but at least it was original character. So I'll go with Fake Diesel being worse. That's embarrassing. It's not even the real Diesel. Like, that whole thing was just petty and lame anyway. Like, come on, man. Just like remember when they did the whole thing in WCW with like fake JR?
Yeah.
What was it with like Oklahoma? No, nobody's requested the Killer Hard Boiled. Jonathan, greetings. Thank you, Wildman. Obviously, Arrow released all the Police Academy movies. I don't think that's gonna happen. The best release of those films right now is the Shout Factory release, which I have, which is actually quite good. Doesn't have the animated series or the TV show. Be nice to get that Police Academy documentary though. That's been coming soon for like years. Interesting. Conspiracy theorists think the new Batman Adventures episode Over the Edge is predictive programming and has something to do with Owen Hart's death. Huh. Weird.
Never heard that before.
Evil Dead is turning to Saw with these 2 new movies. Maybe. I did see the new Mortal Kombat trailer, and I did see Street Fighter. I actually like the new Street Fighter trailer. I know Matt doesn't like it, but I actually didn't mind that one myself. It looked like dumb fun to me. Cool. I would like to check out Michael. Hey Fabio, this is another friend of mine. This is a longtime collaborator of a podcast that I did, uncovering unexplained mysteries. Josh, I don't know if you ever met him in another stream or not.
Did I think the last one.
The last one. Okay.
Yeah, I think he was here.
Hey there, Josh.
You got time for your old co-host, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I do now.
Good. I was getting so lonely in the studio waiting to go on stage.
I see you
How
got
the
that
hell's it going?
It's going good. How about
Yeah,
you? I see you got the Unsolved Mysteries shirt from the website.
And
I think that shop is closed. I think they shut that store down.
Those sons of bitches, that Tom and Jerry, they'll stop at nothing.
But it was their store.
Yeah,
they copyright claim their own store.
Yeah, they probably did. They honestly probably did. That's how litigious they are. They copyrighted their own shit. And not even in preparation for this live stream, but I've been, YouTube has that Unsolved Mysteries.
Matt.
Hey, what's up, Rambo for life? I've met you before. Unsolved Mysteries has that thing on YouTube now where they just stream it 24/7.
Oh,
yeah. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I watched like all day. I just had it rolling.
Yeah.
And I was listening to the Jeremy Bright segment, the little boy who got he went to the fair and then he went missing.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why he might have gone missing was he got seduced by the allure of the fair. And I just love that.
That is a pretty hilarious bit of writing there.
Yeah.
That's like flowery language that's like way too over the top for the
He was like a 13-year-old boy, and he just got seduced by the allure of the fair, and that's why he went missing.
Yeah, I've heard of Supernatural. I haven't seen it yet, though. Do you think Aliens will get a re-release in theaters for the Big 40? I don't know.
Probably not, because it's Disney.
Yeah, because it's Fox. I could eat it. Yeah, I could eat a chicken sandwich any damn time that I please. I could do that 20 years ago. Like, interesting.
Was there somebody that was anti you eating a chicken sandwich earlier?
No, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Thank you, Matt. Hey there, Pork Chop. I'm doing good. Thanks for the birthday wish. Happy birthday wish. Yeah, things. Yes, he requested that, so I think it's him. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be coming soon.
Some of these bastards from my channel better show up. I posted it like 10 minutes ago, and I posted it all up in our Facebook pages that are like basically ancient antiques at this point.
Yeah, the Uncovering Unexplained Mysteries podcast.
Yeah, the pages. Yeah, Facebook pages.
Praising the new Naked Gun. I saw it. It wasn't very good. I didn't really care for it. Did you see that, Fabio? The new Naked Gun with Liam Neeson?
I didn't even bother to watch it.
There's a scene in that where he has the chili dog fart so bad that he has to hold somebody at gunpoint to get into the bathroom. I know, right?
That's the one with a very weird looking Pam Anderson in it, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
The one with that joke where it's like, "Oh, can you take a seat?" And then she literally takes a chair.
Yeah, I can't. I don't even recognize her anymore.
Oh, hey, Fabio, what's your thoughts on the quartering?
I don't care.
Quarter
Right?
pounder.
Yeah, it is like just such non-news.
Yeah. One battle after another winning Best Picture. I called it. It doesn't deserve it. That movie's fucking overrated and boring, but okay. What is my favorite dark animated series on TV that's ever been on TV? Probably Spawn, the HBO
Good
series.
choice. I know that one. I have it on DVD. Only
I actually
two.
have a custom Blu-ray of that one.
Oh, you think you're better than me?
Hey, I had the
You want to fucking fight about it?
I had the Steelbook DVD.
Yeah, that's what I have. Only 2 out of the 3 discs, or 2 out
I
of the 4
know there's
discs
like
work.
an issue with that set for some reason.
Oh, for you too? Really?
Yeah, I had to get rid of it because I was like, I can't. This doesn't work.
Yeah, that happened to me too. What the fuck?
Who is worse, Steven Seagal or Corey Feldman? God,
Man, that's a hard one. They both made such really bad movies like later on in their careers.
I would say Corey Feldman because of his constant grift and also the fact that Seagal is considered to be pretty bad too, but Seagal had a prime from like the late 80s to the mid 90s that was like on par with any other action hero for me. So Seagal, even with all of his, bad movies he did when he was eating cheeseburgers at Mickey D's constantly.
And Songs from the Crystal Cave is not that bad of an album.
No, it's not. I
Not
would
that
say
bad.
honestly, he's better as a blues musician than
Yeah.
Corey Feldman is as a musician. So
Now-
I would give Seagal a slight edge.
I will say that Seagal had a second album that nobody
That
really
was
knows about.
I think that's the one with the Talk to My Ass.
Talk to My Ass. Yeah.
There's
Okay.
there's a track called Talk to My Ass.
So that's an infamous song apparently. I thought I'd made that discovery myself. I guess not.
But yeah, I mean they're both not good. I mean Seagal's,
Everybody wanted me to review that one on my channel. They're like, do Steven Seagal, and I like listened to it and I'm like, this isn't like bad. This
there's
is
like there's I can't do much with this because
there's nothing to work with. It's like it's like a middling like blues record. Like,
but with Corey Feldman,
fun.
there's plenty.
Oh, there's so much to work
I mean,
with.
Josh can definitely attest to that. He
yeah,
ordered what was it, $250 Corey Feldman.
Well, the crowd funded it.
Crowdfunding.
I did not want to spend money on that, but
it was a box set. Yeah, with all
hold on, I'll grab it. It's fucking ginormous. It's huge.
Yeah.
Like the cost of this manufacturing of this fucking thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's my big head, and there's the box set.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, yeah, I have it. I own it. And that the art, I did a whole video on my channel like
it's great.
a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Where I go in depth if you really want to know what's inside this fucking thing.
Yeah. And then Corey's under some heat lately. I know he's under some heat lately with his angels. A couple angels have come forward and have said that he was manipulative and abusive towards them.
Just lately.
So,
yeah. I don't think anything's gonna come from that.
No, probably not.
Unless they like.
It never does.
Yeah, unless they're able to like file some kind
Thank you, Zombie Trash.
Oh yeah, that's
thank you, My Urban Exploration Online. Okay, the 1960 era Batman. Have I seen the Tommy Wiseau Joker parody? No, I didn't know he did that.
Oh,
he did a Joker thing. That's pretty.
It's not as good now
hilarious.
that he's in on his own joke. It's not like as funny anymore.
Yeah.
To me.
Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries, find out who gives a shit about Bigfoot.
Hey,
they did have Bigfoot.
You watch your fucking mouth over there. I give a shit.
They did have Bigfoot segments on that.
They had a couple.
Yeah.
And they had Skunk Ape down south. And
Yeah.
then they had Abominable Snowman.
Yeah.
Sasquatch. Yeah, they had every variety.
Next big biopic should be Billy Idol. Who would play Billy Idol?
Sting's daughter. She's got the cheekbones. Well, it's a they them technically. So Sting's non-binary child.
I've heard about that one, A Fine Madness. I've never seen it though, but I've heard about that one. A Fine Madness. Do I wish that Disney never bought Fox? Yes, I said it the whole time. I was like, no, I don't want Disney buying Fox. Thank you, Matt. Thanks for the kind words. It's fine you weren't able to make it. You know, everybody has their schedules and everything. Scream 8 will underperform. I don't think it will, Jonathan. The last movie made like $200 million. I think it's gonna be a hit again.
Send them to space. Just put them in space.
Yeah, go space in space.
There we go.
They're gonna wait for Scream 10 for that one.
Whatever.
just like Friday the 13th. So it'll be like Scream X. What were some of the worst films that requested? Things. Heavy Metal Massacre. August Underground movies. Yeah, those are definitely pretty up there. Oh yeah, What's Up with Youth? Yeah, that's a Corey Feldman banger right there. Did you see the controversy, Josh, where he was like trying to call out Michael Jackson for like ripping off his song or whatever? I think on social media.
Really?
He was trying to, you know, capitalize on the Michael biopic coming out and the hype and everything, and so he's all like, he stole my song.
Well, I know that What's Up with the Youth, he took it to Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson's like, Corey, this could be a really big hit. I could take this to Tommy Mottola right now and it could be a #1 hit song. And he's like, thanks, Mike, but I don't really want your help. I want to make it on my own, you know. And in retrospect, he's like, yeah, I should have probably had Michael Jackson. That would not have been a #1 hit. That
never happened.
Well, maybe it never happened, probably never happened, but have you heard that song, that god-awful song?
Yeah,
that would not have been a #1 hit.
But I mean, there's an Eddie Murphy song, you know, that sounds very similar that Michael Jackson did a bit on called, you know, What's Up with You? You know, what's up with you? What's up? What's up?
On his
what's
Party
up
All
with
the
you?
Time album, then I don't know it.
No, it's his second. It's his second album that he did, which is even more egotistical.
Which is the one that nobody's ever heard.
It's even more egotistical and like full of it as his first album was.
Actually, Big Ideas has it right. A lot of people think it's What's Up with the Youth. It's just What's Up with Youth. Because that's how stupid Corey is.
He does that a lot with his song.
Call it What's Up with Youth instead of What's Up with the Youth.
He has that a lot.
People. Yeah.
Does the Sandpot got a Sandlot? No, there's no 4K of the Sandlot, and I'm kind of surprised by that. But isn't it also Disney?
Yes.
So then I'm not surprised. Yeah, we're getting multiple Beatles movies. That's what I've heard the plan is. Do you hear about this, Josh? The plan is to have 4 Beatles.
What does each member get their own movie? What? Yes. Oh my God.
Talk about milking things. Like,
who the fuck is gonna go see Ringo's? Actually, his would probably be the most interesting.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everyone knows it's John Lennon and Yoko Ono stayed up in some hotel for like a week and it was some big deal and then he got shot.
Yeah, Jack. Duh. Demolition Man is definitely better than Judge Dredd. The one with the one that I think that's one of Stallone's most memed films, I think, is Judge Dredd. Because that's the one with, you know, I am the law. Yeah. Really, it's the Armando Sante clip where he freaks out. It was law. What do you know about law?
I don't think. Hey, guess what? I've never seen Judge Dredd. Does that come as a surprise to you?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
That was a running bit on our podcast. I literally had not seen a singular movie, apparently. And but the movies I did see, Mike had never seen, surprisingly.
Yeah. Some of them I have. They have a biopic about. I love scorpions. I love the scorpions. Okay, I don't. We'll see.
It's coming out on Tubi.
Oh yeah, I could
No,
totally see. I could totally see their biopic being a Tubi movie.
Yeah, it's not direct
to streaming.
Yeah,
it's not getting no theatrical release. A Scream and Leprechaun crossover? No, please. We don't need that. No, thank you. Halloween Ends. Yeah, I know. I know what you did last summer. Underperformed. The first Omen flopped. Yeah, but the Omen franchise was dead by the time they did that one. So I wasn't surprised that bombed. Yeah, Judge Dredd is pretty bad. Rob Schneider is in that one. He plays a really irritating, annoying sidekick called Fergie in that.
Now he's doing a really irritating right-wing grift.
He is. Like, it is so bad with Rob. The Blair Witch remake will flop. Well, we'll see. Yeah, they're doing another Blair Witch, which I'm like, okay, all right. In terms of they're doing more Insidious films. I don't know why they can't let that franchise die. Like, of all things, like another Insidious movie. So the Last Key or the Red Door, like that wasn't it. We need another one. Just like another Spaceballs. Spaceballs, the new one. What are your thoughts about that, Fabio? A new Spaceballs?
I don't care. Everybody's old now.
Yeah,
I don't care.
That's like, I heard the new Spinal Tap movie was pretty bad.
Yeah, nobody's really talking about it. Like, it came out.
No one cares.
Yeah,
it came and went. Like, I think there was a lot of just like on the nose, like, hey, get it? We're Spinal Tap again,
and we're old.
Yeah,
probably there's a lot of that. And like, they're making another Practical Magic. Did you see that, Fabio? Practical Magic 2 with Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman.
Because the original was a flop, but whatever.
It's a cult classic. That's why.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Sure.
Paul Bettany as Billy Idol.
No, he's too old.
He's too old now. Where the Dead Go to Die. Yes, that is fucking awful. I hated that movie so goddamn much. This guy basically got high on shrooms, decided to make some shitty short films with CGI animation that were like fucked up and had like sexual abuse of minors in it and necrophilia and talking dogs and just all kinds of just insane shit. And he couldn't find anybody willing to release any of this. But somehow he got a hold of the guy at Unearthed Films who was like, "This shit is cool. This is definitely what we're looking for," and then released it as like an original movie through their label. It's easily one of the worst things I've ever seen. It's got CGI, Josh, that looks like PC video games from like the 90s.
What movie is this?
Where the Dead Go to Die.
When did that come out?
Came out. So the release date is in the 2000 or the 2000. Yeah, it said it came out in 2012, but it looks like it was made in 1990.
Now I have to ask you: is the CGI on par with the Spawn movie when he goes to hell?
Oh, it's worse.
It's worse. How can it be worse?
You just see. Just go look up a screenshot of the CGI for that fucking thing.
Where the Dead Go to Die.
That is honestly one of the most sick and depraved films, I think. It is so fucking... it's so bad. It's so hard to watch. And like the voiceover work is pathetic and just terrible. God, it's so bad. Why does Rob Schneider have a career? Surf Ninjas? No, it's SNL. That's really why.
Or Adam Sandler, whichever.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. Adam Sandler. I found out. I looked on Reddit and somebody was ranting about Rob. It was some of the threads on there was pretty funny. because they were talking about how they went and saw Rob Schneider at a stand-up show, and Rob's set was fucking miserable. He was like bitching about not getting a certain kind of bottled water, and he was like complaining about people only knowing him for, you know, his Adam Sandler movies, or, you know, for this other stuff. Like, he was just basically being a whiny little bitch the entire time. I'm like, wow, I would ask for my money back.
Was that the one where people kept calling out, "You can do it," and he was like,
Yeah,
yeah, you can do it. Okay, yeah, whatever. It's like, dude, what the fuck do you expect, bro? You had bit parts in Adam Sandler movies, and you're like copy guy making copies.
Yeah, making copies.
That's all. Nobody knows you from the hot chick or the
some
animal.
People do, but Deuce Bigelow, I think, is the other one that people probably.
But I don't know if there's any like quotable.
And he said that. Well, that's a big bitch. Like, he said that line numerous times before.
I thought that was some black guy. That's a big bitch.
Yeah, I mean, that tracks, but it actually was Rob in that movie, I think. Oh, Spaceballs 2 is directed by the same guy who did Strays. Oh, no wonder. No, I don't know about that. Well, I know Josh Gad's involved, and I don't trust it just for that. What's next? Miss Congeniality 3? I would not be surprised. Without nostalgic stuff. I mean, we have Devil Wears Prada 2. You know, we had Freakier Friday.
I would say that those are like the only movies in theaters nowadays, but I've been getting this magazine. And it's like constantly telling me about like new properties. There are new movies that are coming out. They just kind of fly under the radar. The sequels are the ones that get the big buzz.
Yeah.
Well, that was news to me. I thought it was all remakes now, but
a lot of it is in terms of stuff that makes money. Like, if you look at a list of, you know, the top 10 highest grossing films, because I did a thought exercise one time, one night, and just looked up a bunch of, you know, box office totals, and it's not good. Like, most of these movies are like based on a comic book, a remake, a sequel, reboot, based on a board game, video game, you know, something of that nature. You know, so they don't take as many risks anymore. And if you look at the box office, I mean, the films that try to be original, like They Will Kill You, don't make any money. So
yeah, and I feel like if it's like a Jordan
Jaws 5,
it's like a Jordan Peele movie, like those usually just do good out the gate, it seems like.
Well, he produced it. He didn't direct it though. So Jaws 5, that'll probably never happen because Spielberg probably won't let that happen. Yeah, there is a movie called Assholes. Yeah. Just like there's a movie called, that would be quite the double feature, right? Assholes and Dick's the Musical.
There you go.
Both real movies. Cop Rock. Oh my God, Cop Rock. Have you heard about this before, Josh? Like,
no,
this is kind of in your, because it's like a music kind of thing. Cop Rock was a short-lived TV show that lasted for like one season in the 90s, I think. Yeah, 1990. And it was actually produced by Stephen Bochco, you know, who did, you know, Hill Street Blues and, you know, big shows like that. And the big selling point is that it's a musical cop drama. So you would actually have like a regular cop drama, like Hill Street Blues. So you'd have like a regular sort of episode of that show, but then you'd have people breaking out in song and just doing musical numbers.
Booking people on prostitution charges to song.
I mean, there's a song that they sing before they go out on the beat. It's called Be Careful Out There. It's like, be careful out there. There actually is one where they're snapping.
Oh my God.
It is so corny. It is so bad.
The shit that gets greenlit and the shit that doesn't get greenlit. And
Randy Newman did the theme song for Cop Rock.
God, I can already hear it now in my head.
Well, I have to roll because I got to get
All
ready
right.
to go to work.
See ya, Fabio.
You can hand it off to me, Fabio.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by on my
Not a
birthday.
problem.
You have a good time at work. Hopefully, it's not too
Oh,
difficult or too much
no.
of a pain in the ass. You still
No.
doing security?
No, thank God. No, that'll
All
never
right.
happen.
Okay.
But happy birthday,
Thank you.
and we'll talk soon.
All right. See ya.
See you later.
Bye.
Oh, now it really is the OG.
Yes.
But you know what's
yes.
funny? What had only occurred to me after the podcast is pretty much over is that this is how we should have been doing it the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
And then cutting it up into
Yeah.
chunks and putting it on YouTube. Is
Hey,
how we
you're
should have
like
been.
me, where we don't. I don't really figure out stuff until way
Yeah.
too late in the game. Where I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I could have done it this way.
Right.
Well, it's already too late to. Because I did that. I do that with a lot of things. Like for years, I was always like struggling with the bottom sheet on my bed until I was like, oh, let's try it this way.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, put the most difficult part on first, and then put the easy part on last.
Yeah, it's a lack of common sense, I think. Just,
Yeah.
which I have a severe lack of for sure.
Final Destination 6. I haven't seen Final Destination 6 yet. I think that's the last one, the most recent one, I think. Yeah. Have a conspiracy theory. The reason why we have some bad movies is down to one thing. It is so they can have something to write off at the end of the tax year. I mean, that's not too much of a stretch. I mean, we already had films that were literally put on the shelf permanently or deleted for tax purposes, like Batgirl. And Coyote versus Acme was gonna be that, but Ketchup Entertainment bought the rights, and so it's actually coming out in theaters later this year.
Ketchup Entertainment.
Yeah,
They'll
it's a
name something anything, won't they?
I know. Biopic on Prince. I think Prince's estate will allow that to happen. I don't know.
Mine as well at this point, just everybody cash in, cash the fuck in.
Just make it a cinematic biopic universe, and then it'll have a crossover movie with like Prince and Michael and Janet Jackson. And
did you ever watch back in the day? Did you ever watch any of those people affiliated with that guy with the glasses? Did you ever watch their like solo channels?
A little bit, yeah.
So like I did that recently. I did the cast of Doug Walker's first movie, Cassia, Where Are They Now? Yeah. And I guess through my digging up clips to use in my video, Film Brain somehow got into my algorithms. And
I could not stand Film Brain.
Well, I like him now. I didn't like him in the movies.
Okay.
Doug made him look like a fucking idiot. But yeah, he did a review on the Michael Jackson biopic.
Okay.
I watched it. I thought it was pretty good.
So I guess he chilled out.
Yeah. Oh,
he's
yeah.
no longer.
He doesn't even go by
because early Film Brain, you watch like his stuff that he did on that guy with the glasses. That it's pretty cringe-inducing to watch. It's the same thing as the character he played in Cassia.
No, fuck that. That's God.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Are you excited? Excited? Like, oh God, that's horrible. Yeah, he's chilled the fuck out. He goes by like Matthew Buck now, is like actual name. Yeah, it was pretty good. But I mean, I can't speak for a lot of them.
The Prince. With Prince and Michael, like I'm just thinking of this story that apparently is true, where Prince was in the audience for a James Brown show. I don't know if you've heard about this before, Josh. He was in the audience, and Michael was on stage with James Brown because James Brown wanted him on stage.
Yeah,
and Michael did his thing for a little bit, and then James Brown saw that Prince was in the audience and wanted Prince on stage. And I think Prince and Michael were kind of beefing a little bit even before this. And Prince got on stage and was just a drunken mess. Like he just couldn't figure out how to get his guitar. Yeah, he did. He couldn't get his guitar to work properly or something. And then he like had his shirt off. It was just typical Prince. But he just looked like he was just completely out of it. And then like he knocked a light pole over.
Into the audience.
Into the audience. Yeah.
Jeez.
And then apparently what happened after that is Prince was so humiliated by the whole thing that he got in his car and he was driving down the road and he saw Michael, and I think Michael's mother was with him, and he tried to run them over. So apparently like that's a story that's corroborated by not just one witness. So apparently it seems like it's a legit thing where Michael almost got ran over by Prince. And that's why when there was this, I think it was one of the members of Black Eyed Peas, I think. Or was it will.i.am? I think he was. Yeah, he was. He did an interview and he was talking about his time meeting, working with Michael Jackson. And he was talking about this time when, he was trying to get Michael to go see Prince at this club or something, and Michael's like, "No, I don't want to see Prince. He's a meanie, he's like, he's mean,
ignorant. He's ignorant.
and he eventually did go to see Prince, but Prince is like doing the bass guitar in Michael's face, and then Michael later on is like, I didn't like that. Why was he doing that in my face?
Pumping the bass guitar as he plays it, just right in Michael's face. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. MJ had the songs. That's all I'm gonna say.
He did.
He had the songs.
Prince, I've been doing, and when speaking to MJ, I've been doing deep dives on the allegations and shit. It just seems like a giant cash grab all the way down for me personally.
You were never a believer in the allegations from day one.
I mean, I tried to think about it. I try to be open. I'm trying to like, okay, let me look at the facts. Let me look at the court documents. Let me look at, this stuff. And the more I did, the deeper I dug, I got the same revelation that the jury did in 2009 when they acquitted him of all 12 charges. They're like, we don't got nothing. There ain't enough here to convict this guy.
Yeah, because it's the whole beyond reasonable doubt. You're not saying that like he's an angel or he's perfect, but like
he's very flawed. I think he had boundary issues, and I think a lot of it was due to the way he was raised. So there's a lot of that going on. So I think he definitely had some mental health struggles.
Oh, I was listening to Phil Collins' audio memoir, and Phil met up with Michael Jackson. Oh no, it was Elton John. When Elton John.
Yeah, Elton and Michael were pretty close.
Well, he was saying in the memoir that like Michael literally like there was some little kid somewhere, and instead of like talking to the adults, like Michael would have rather hung out with that little kid and like, play video games and shit.
Yeah, that's kind of how Michael was.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the opinion on Michael with, sleeping in beds with children, it's the Bashir interview.
Yeah.
That has really, but there's actual, because Michael, bless you.
Sorry, allergy.
Michael was smart enough to actually have other cameras recording.
Yeah.
Or at the same time. So if you look at some of the interviews that he recorded with his team, you get the full context of it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sound nearly as bad. And then also you think about how big his apartment, his bedroom was basically an apartment.
That's what Macaulay Culkin would always say in interviews. He's like, I was like, his bedroom was like 2 stories. Yeah.
So, and a lot of the time the kids would be like, we want to sleep with you. And Michael would be like, no. No.
So. I've always said, even before Corey Feldman became a meme, I always said the only definitive way I'd believe it is if Macaulay Culkin and Corey Feldman came out and was like, actually he did, do this. Then I'd be like, all right, that's definitive. They have
because
nothing.
I did my research, and every one of these allegations, it's just so many questions in terms of the validity and just
what did they stand to gain,
Yeah, exactly. And the recent ones of the Caskios, Frank Cascio wrote a book defending Michael. The entire family went on a talk show years ago and defended him, and then they're like, he abused all of us because we saw Leaving Neverland. And oh, you saw dollar signs. That's what you saw.
Right. Well, like in Leaving Neverland, I was sitting there wondering, like, I'm like, damn, it's like Wade Robson and James Safechuck had these like horrible experiences, like, and they're very similar. Like, why don't these guys meet in person and like compare notes? Oh no, they had already met in person.
Yes.
They had already
Yeah.
formed some kind of
Yeah.
LLC to like sue Michael Jackson
Yeah.
together.
Well,
Like,
I
but
mean,
they never really depict that in the
No, they
documentary though,
don't.
that they even knew each other.
Wade started doing all of this after he didn't get the job for Cirque du Soleil.
Right.
And I mean, Wade's so affected by Michael's music and Michael that he he wanted to have his wedding at Neverland. He also there's footage of him dancing to a Michael Jackson song and doing choreography after around the time when he said I couldn't listen to any Michael songs because they would trigger me. They would trigger my PTSD.
Yeah.
And here he is like doing dancing and choreography with Michael songs blaring in the background. And he tried to sell a book twice. Nobody bought it. He then tried to do a suit one time and the judge threw it out. Then he did a new suit, a new civil suit. And then Safechuck glommed onto that.
And then
Safe
at
Chuck,
some point between all that, he banged Britney Spears.
Yeah.
And Justin Timberlake wrote a whole record about it. That's true, actually. The whole Cry Me a River or whatever, it's about Wade Robson.
We already kind of had a biopic of Purple Rain. Kind of. Yeah, with Prince. Yeah. A little bit. Do I think The Phantom with Billy Zane still holds up? Yeah, I mean, I think it's a fun adventure movie. It's definitely corny. It's definitely over the top, especially when it comes to Treat Williams' performance. Because this is literally his acting, Josh, at the end. He has this like magic skull that shoots lasers out of it. And the Phantom uses his ring and overpowers him. And before he gets blown up, he goes, It's unbelievable! And then explodes.
Is that movie, that 90s movie with that like superhero guy in the purple?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I have vague memories of that movie.
Yeah, Catherine Zeta-Jones has a cameo in it.
Did you know there was like a live action Christian superhero movie, Bible Man?
Yeah. That's a show. That was a show.
Oh, it was a show? Oh my god.
And it's so cringe, man.
No pun intended.
So bad. Oh, and he's got like lightsaber. And it was Willie Ames. And apparently Willie Ames was the original Bible Man. But Willie Ames wound up getting busted, I think, for disorderly conduct or like drunk driving while he was doing the show. And he got fired and got replaced by somebody else.
Yeah, I can't be doing that.
Can't be Bible Man.
Can't be Bible Man.
Getting arrested.
You can be like Mel Gibson, but you can't be Bible Man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's distorted boundaries, man. And he was always surrounded by yes men and people that, and he just, he wasn't going to listen to people saying no.
Did you ever watch the This Is It movie?
No, I heard about it, but I haven't seen it yet.
I can't believe you haven't seen it. Well, so basically, for those who haven't seen it, it was like the last thing that Michael like filmed officially.
Yeah.
And it was like going to be a BTS behind the scenes thing for his final concert.
Yeah, his farewell concert.
Yeah, which was going to be called This Is It. And it was like very in depth. Like they had a whole ass proper camera crew and everything.
Yeah.
And the way that like everyone talked to him, it was like he was a king.
Yeah.
And if they said the wrong thing, he would just shoot lasers out of his eyes and like melt them. They'd be like, okay, Michael, how was everything for you? How was the sound, Michael? I think it was fine. Can we run it from the top? Yes, Michael, we can. Or he'd go up to like the keyboardist and he's like, no, it's got to be like this. And the keyboard player would play it exactly how Michael just voiced it. And he's like, no, you got to listen. You got to let it sizzle. And I'm like, my God, here this keyboard player is who's probably the best in the world. And he's having to think to himself like, oh my God, how much longer am I going to have to put up with this bullshit?
Yeah.
I bet when they actually play a song like live in concert, he just plays it however he first.
It's like you would only put up with it because it's Michael,
right? Yeah,
and a lot of big popular musicians or pop culture, people, celebrities, they're like that. I mean, even directors like James Cameron is notorious for this kind of shit. He's just a difficult filmmaker to be around when it comes to like shooting films with James Cameron, because he's just like such a perfectionist. And I would get really frustrated if I was on a set, with somebody like the guy who directed Michael Cimino, who did Heaven's Gate, and he wanted to do like 170 fucking takes of like this one scene. I would just be like, Michael, man.
It's like Milhouse in that episode of The Simpsons when he's playing Fall Out Boy. It's like, we already got the take. We already did it 50 times. Yeah.
I mean, that I think that's kind of a lame claim to fame, though, right? It was like, I'm a celebrity now because Kevin Federline for a little bit was actually that way.
Wade Robson was like he was like a famous Hollywood choreographer at that point, like when he was banging Britney Spears. Kevin Federline was just a dancer for a couple years.
Good old K-Fed.
I listened to his fucking memoir too. What's wrong with me, dude?
Really?
Yeah. I did. I just had to know what his side of the story was. And dude, he was like totally down for the conservatorship or whatever. He's like, I actually think it was a really good idea. He's got this like really like weird like put on deep voice, and because he reads his own memoir. He's like, yeah, it was a great thing because she was acting crazy and wild, and her dad's actually a pretty good guy. And I'm like, oh, all right, you just lost all your credibility there, sir.
Yeah.
What's up, Immortal Ugly Fish? I recognize you.
Yeah. Blank Man. Yeah, I remember that. It's a fun movie. It's basically Damon probably wanted to do the Handyman movie, but he realized I can't do that. Even in the 90s, he's like, I can't do the handicapped superhero movie. Like, they're not gonna let me do that. So he did Blank Man instead. But it's fun. David Allen Greer is good in it too.
Like when I was growing up, I thought that was like I was hearing it wrong. I was like, well, it's called Black Man, right? It's like a black dude. Like, yeah, it's like that's got to be the name of the movie. It's like it was only until like a while later, too long later, for someone who supposed to be, a normal thinking child. So I was like, oh, Blank Man. Why are we calling it Blank Man?
If you ever heard the Blank Man song, you just think the lyrics are Black Man, Black Man, Black Man.
Yeah, sure. Why not? He's a black man.
When I think of that movie, I just think of that one scene where he was like, well, slap me around and call me Susan. And then this guy just this thug pimp slaps Damon in the face. And he's like, I warned you, Susan. Yeah, that's not on a Blu-ray, by the way. Blank Man. It's only on DVD. What are my thoughts on Resident Evil? I didn't really care for the trailer, the new Resident Evil with the fat guy. Looks like, Baron Harkonnen's brother from Dune.
Yeah, I just heard about the Resident Evil movie. Apparently, it's taking place around the time of Resident Evil 2.
Supposed to, but it doesn't look
different. It's in a different part of Raccoon City. It's not even like
no.
Yeah, because like Jill Valentine, Chris Redfield, Leon Kennedy. These are not iconic characters that people cosplay at every.
Well, it was like, oh, but we did that already. Yeah, we did a bad job with it, so do a better job. Like, it's one of those things. It's like, oh, but we tried that and it didn't work. It didn't work because you did a shitty job the first time. Just do a better job.
It looked nothing. It had no vibe of the game whatsoever.
It's like the Welcome to Raccoon City. That's the last one they did. And you did a bad job. That's not the fault of the characters or, the game or any of that. It's like, well, we're not going to do another Max Payne movie because the Mark Wahlberg movie was so bad. Yeah, because you didn't follow the game.
Right.
Just adapt the game properly. And you wouldn't have that problem.
I mean, that's
Uh,
there's a reason why the Mario movie killed it, you know, like the newer one.
oh no, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Like movie TV. You could definitely send a request for that. Was if he's up for it.
Are you still getting those Patreon requests to review
Oh
movies
yeah,
all the time?
yeah, I do.
It
I'm
never ends.
behind. It's never ending, man.
Dude,
I'm already behind, so I gotta.
I started doing the 4 requests a month on my Patreon, and
Yeah.
people usually want me to review like albums, and
Uh-huh.
dude, that shit can it can really pile up, and it's like,
So you're
damn.
just doing it on Patreon only? You're not
Yeah.
even posting those on YouTube, so it's
Nope.
exclusive? Okay.
Yeah, gotta
Oh.
make them exclusive, baby.
Yeah.
So gotta give them that motivation
Put
to
it
join.
put it behind the locked gate, huh?
Yep.
RoboCop the TV series, I don't mind it for what it is, but it's not for everybody. That's for dang sure. Cobra Kai, I haven't seen the latest season. I saw the other seasons before, and I didn't mind them.
Did you ever play the RoboCop video game?
I've been playing Rogue City, and I like it a
Rogue
lot,
City.
actually.
Yeah, I liked it up until one of the main missions was I had at me as RoboCop, I had to go through the police precinct and get everyone to sign the get well card for his deputy that got
Well, that's
shot.
just a side mission. You don't have to do that.
Oh, I thought that was a main mission.
No, it's not. It's a side mission.
Because it was at that point that I quit. Because I'm like,
No,
I'm not. Like I zoom,
Yeah,
zoom, walking around as RoboCop. Like, will you sign this get well?
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
You know what you can do with those? Like to speed run through that, you could literally just because there's like a control where you can run, you can sprint as RoboCop. So I just sprint through the police station to take care of that one. And there's like just hauling ass, and then there's like when you press Y, at least Y on my control scheme, it'll track it. It'll track all the different things you need to complete that side mission. So I think it adds a little bit to the game. You know, some of the side missions are definitely better than others. Like one, you actually solve a murder mystery. You know,
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun.
Yeah, they make him do some detective work and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But if you don't want to do the side missions, you don't have to. I'm like about halfway through the game. I got to the point where I defeated Ed 209. He's a bitch.
Peter Weller's voice sounds fucking fantastic. He sounds just like he did back in the 80s.
Yeah. And there's a second one. There's like an expansion, Unfinished Business. I haven't played that one yet. All I gotta say is like it's. I mean, this is finally, after all these years, an actually good RoboCop game. Because the best game before it was RoboCop versus Terminator on the Genesis.
I wouldn't even say that was a good game, but that's just me.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like it was like more like okay.
You know what this feels like our long ass chit chat before we would get into the actual episode of Uncovering Unexplained Mysteries.
Exactly.
The very reason why people stopped listening to us. Because we never got to the mysteries.
Yeah, I think there was other reasons, but yeah. The Shadow. Did you see? Have you seen? Because you saw the Phantom. Did you see the Shadow without Baldwin?
No.
I didn't mind that one. It was a weird plot though, because Alec Baldwin plays this Mongol a leader who like killed tons of people and then basically goes to like a temple somewhere and reforms himself and becomes the Shadow. So it's like this guy is like a Mongol leader of a Mongol army and like slaughtered entire towns, and then it was like, oh, I repent. I'm good now. I'm the Shadow.
Sometimes you got to slaughter a lot of people before you feel like you get it out of your system.
Hey, he says that's the very reason that he stayed to the very end.
Whoa, the chit chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was divided. Some people like really liked it, and then other people were like more often than not, 2/3 of the people were like, "Can you just get to the damn mysteries already?"
The Indiana Jones game. No, I haven't played that yet, Wild Man. I would like to. I still need to do even more upgrades to my PC if I were to try. I'd have to get a console to play that. They should make RoboCop versus Batman. I don't know about that. Like, I love Michael Keaton. Well, Michael Keaton was in RoboCop, the RoboCop remake that was awful.
Oh
But
God, yeah, I watched that for some reason, and it had that weird Uriah Heep the placement of Uriah
I
Heep song.
hated that so fucking much. It was like, what the
Yodeling,
fuck is this
yodeling,
yodeling?
yodeling.
Yeah, I was like, what the why is there yodeling in this action scene?
I was aware of that song before that movie because my dad fucked with Uriah Heep, but when I heard that song, I'm like, that does not work there.
And then you had like really cringe callbacks to the original, like I'd buy that for $1, like ha 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 ha
Oh God.
ha, or random references to like Wizard of Oz. I was like, what the why the fuck are we if I only had a heart? Like why are we referencing Wizard of Oz here? What does that have to do with RoboCop?
I remember the scene where they took off all of his like limbs. That was pretty gnarly.
It was, but like, why a hand? Like what?
Oh yeah, he had like
human hand.
Yeah, the one hand that they could salvage.
Is that his jerk off hand?
Yeah,
why they're like,
exactly.
But what is he jerking off with?
His
like,
RoboCop. Duh.
And then the suit, he looked like a Power Ranger. He didn't even look like, you know.
It was all like black, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, it was made black because we had to make it tactical. You know, whatever that means.
Yeah, because being bulletproof and basically indestructible isn't good enough. Gotta make it black too.
And then like the whole the way he died was lame. Like he just gets blown up by a car bomb, and then the villain, both villains sucked. Like Michael Keaton wasn't good, and then the other guy who's supposed to be like the version of Boddicker from the '87 movie. I don't even remember the guy's fucking name. And he died like off screen in that weird scene that was like with like heat vision and like flashes of light because it was in the dark. Remember that scene where you had like strobe flashing and whatever? It was just.
I remember like 3 scenes from the remake, and that was about it.
I don't blame you.
I don't even remember.
Oh yeah, the hippo movie, Hungry. They actually made a Hungry Hippos movie.
Jesus Christ! Of course
it's not officially a Hungry Hippos movie.
Everyone's gonna go out and ironically see it. It's gonna become a trend on TikTok to go see the movie.
There's all kinds of stuff that, like, speaking of trends, this must have trended on TikTok or something, because there's this like toy called Neato, which is like this stuff you like mold. It's almost like it's similar to like Silly Putty or Play-Doh or whatever, but it's like harder plastic, and like it goes back into shape. At my work, we used to have that all the time. Nobody would buy any of it except for a kid every now and then who wants some sensory, stuff. But like everybody's asking about it now. Like I'm getting people calling on the phone. Do you have any Neato? Do you have any Pokemon cards?
Oh yeah, it's got to be a TikTok thing. It's
so I'm like, what the fuck? When did Neato become like this insane big deal?
You remember, I remember I worked at CVS back when silly bands were.
Oh God, yeah.
They were like rubber bands in the shape of animals, and you would collect them, and I guess the kids would wear them to school or whatever. And we couldn't keep them in stock, and then literally we had this over surplus because nobody wanted it. Like it came and went.
It's like fidget spinners. Remember that whole craze?
Yeah, I liked fidget spinners because they actually served a fucking purpose. But then there was like was it Choo Choo Pets or whatever?
Yeah,
or whatever the fuck that's called.
Silly bands. I think they stopped because I think kids were wearing them, too many of them, and they were like cutting off their circulation.
Circulation, nice.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm pretty sure RoboCop remake was a tax dodge. Yeah, I think a lot of these things are tax dodges,
tax shelters.
Yeah. Have you seen Silver Linings Playbook? No, I've heard about it. I know it's got like a lot of, stuff about the Philadelphia Eagles, and I think that's probably why I've dodged it, because to quote The Big Lebowski, I hate the fucking Eagles, man. so yeah, that's probably why I haven't watched that. Sinners and Saints. No, I haven't seen that yet. I do have it on DVD though. I have that one on DVD. Prince and Michael were supposed to do Bad together.
Yeah, do you know that story?
No.
So apparently whoever wrote the song, I forget, and this sounds like bullshit, but apparently they offered it to Prince first, and he's like, I'm not gonna sing the line "Your butt is mine," so he turned the song down, and Michael's like, I'll do it.
I could kind of see Prince. It sounds like bullshit, but it also sounds like something Prince would scoff at.
Yeah, like, I like the ladies too much. I can't be saying your butt is mine.
Oh yeah, the Running Man remake. I saw that recently. The one with the guy from Twisters and Top Gun Maverick. The guy they're trying to shove down your throat is like the next big star, and I don't think it's working. Glenn Powell. Have you seen any of Glenn Powell's movies?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Who the fuck's Glenn Powell?
Yeah, exactly.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah. Glenn Powell, he was in Top Gun Maverick. He played Hangman in that. He was also in a Sydney Sweeney rom-com called Anyone But You. He was in Twisters, the Twister sequel.
Sydney Sweeney rom-com Twister sequel? Yeah, it's safe to say I've not seen any of his work.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yes, I have seen Alpha Commando. I wish I didn't. It's basically like, hey, let's make RoboCop into Inspector Gadget and have like rollerblades pop out of his feet and all this other fucking shit. And I don't know why. And like the designs are like that weird, in the 90s, or they did this weird design shit where they would have like giant bodies and like pin small tiny heads with some of the animation. That's what you get with RoboCop Alpha Commando. He's on this giant hulking frame and like this tiny pinhead, and it's just so silly looking.
I kind of feel like Todd McFarlane had a hand in that with his animation style.
I would say Liefeld was also, with like the big Rob Liefeld with all of his giant steroid-ridden, freakish looking characters. So no, I haven't seen Steve Carell's new series Rooster.
I feel like Steve Carell is a guy who will only have anything on like Apple Plus. He just strikes me as that kind of person.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, but take it.
No, I haven't seen it. Happy Gilmore 2. I've heard a lot of bad things about it. So I've kind of...
Oh, dude, in our Discord the other day, on purpose, we watched Jack and Jill because we like just wanted
Oh my god. Gee. Oh my... Fuck, Josh.
Dude, man, I didn't realize how far Adam Sandler fell from grace. My god.
The only tolerable thing about that is the Al Pacino thing at the end, the Dunkachino. And then Al having that response afterwards in his typical deadpan that actually made me laugh.
Yeah, no, I didn't laugh a single time, but
this must never be seen.
Dude, oh yeah, and that was another thing. Al Pacino, it's like I was like literally telling my Discord, like, this makes me not even want to watch him when he was great. Like, this is so bad that I don't even want to watch his great movies.
With the whole thing where he's got a crush on Jill, hitting on her on the at a Lakers game.
Yeah, that whole thing was just like, my god. What the upper one?
Does that rank pretty highly on your worst films that you've ever seen list, Josh?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, because like it wasn't even like so bad it's good. It was just like,
no, it's not
formulaic bad comedy. Like,
it's like, oh, she's fat, and so she causes things to smash, under her weight, or
Hey, they fart at the same time. Hey, farts are funny. Oh, we got hit in the balls.
Yeah.
And I'm like thinking like what 10, 15 years earlier, you did like Happy Gilmore or like even like Big Daddy or whatever.
Well, I
or
mean,
like,
he started out his career with this horrible movie called Going Overboard, which is
with the best cover ever for best cover art or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Just with his legs bent out.
Horrible Photoshop.
Yeah.
It was originally called The Unsinkable Shecky Moskowitz, and they changed the title to Going Overboard, but the opening titles still say Adam Sandler is going overboard. Because it was supposed to say The Unsinkable Shecky Moskowitz, but they didn't change it to add or in. It just says Adam Sandler is going overboard.
They should have just called it, like, at that point, there's a very Jewish man.
Yeah.
Is going overboard.
The only reason why they made that movie, Josh, is because one of the producers, he was able to get like a ticket to this cruise ship that had a bunch of beauty queens on it.
Oh my god.
And so he wound up getting some cameramen involved and had somebody write a script and got a director and saw Adam Sandler do stand up and was like, "Hey, you want to be in our movie?" And Adam had not done anything yet, so he was like, "Sure, I guess." And so he did the movie.
What wasn't like the next thing he did after that, Airheads with Steve
I don't think it
Buscemi?
was right after, because I think his first film he did actually after that was Billy Madison. That was like his first big film.
I mean, he was good in Airheads, but he didn't really have the biggest role in the world.
No, Airheads is fun.
Yeah.
Chris Farley has a scene-stealing cameo in that, and I love Joe Mantegna in it. I think that's the actor.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi was funny as
fuck.
It's like,
you call yourself the Lone Rangers?
How can you be lone? There's more than one of you. And Adam Sandler's like, I got no idea what you're saying right now. Yeah, that was a classic growing up for me and my brother.
Yeah.
And it was the censored on TV.
Oh, that version.
So we only know that one.
Yeah. So what wasn't it was a while until you saw the uncensored version. Is my guess.
If we ever even did, honestly.
Yeah.
Like that's just how it was back then. Like I don't know. We weren't allowed to see a lot of swearing in bad movies.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters reboot, that was pretty fucking awful as well, with Melissa McCarthy and company.
The one that the first time James Rolfe ever got embroiled in controversy.
Yeah.
The first.
I'm not going to review this. I'm not going to see
blemish
this movie.
on his unblemished record, and then like 2021 happened with.
They still do I think every time the date crosses over that he made that video, like people are still like, oh, so many years ago, James Rolfe made his decision, and I'm like, so why are we continually bringing this up over and over again?
And then everyone just went after Patton Oswalt's wife.
Yeah,
saying she was one of the ghosts in the Ghostbusters.
Oh my god,
dark humor.
Scary Movie 5. Yeah, that was fucking awful. That actually had a scene in it, Josh. I'm not kidding you, where a bunch of pool cleaners come to life and have a pool party and drink. They get drunk. Pool cleaners. It's like stop motion animation.
Okay.
It's just random it just randomly happens out of nowhere. Just a bunch of pool cleaners come to life and have a pool party and get wasted. I don't know how.
What? Oh, wait, hold on. Scary Movie 5 had that scene?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So it's like the parody franchise or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's trying to parody Paranormal Activity, because of the cameras that are on.
Like, I thought they had more than 5 at this point, because like
there's 5. The 6th one is coming out this year.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, scary. What the first and second scary movies were like the only ones worth watching, I think.
Yeah, I didn't really care for the third and the fourth. The first two are definitely the best. I really like the second one actually.
Oh yeah, the second one I think is probably like
The
where everyone's favorite.
the cameo by James Woods as the priest in the beginning. You know, that
I
was
mean,
pretty
it's
hilarious.
David Cross and whoever played the
Yes.
butler. I mean, it's those two guys.
Oh
make
yeah,
the
David
movie.
Cross was so funny in that. And it's Chris Elliott.
Oh, that's right.
You know,
Okay.
it's like he holds out his hand to it's like, grab my hand. It's like I think it's David Cross who's like, no.
Give me your other hand.
Give me
This
your
is my
other hand.
strong hand.
This is my strong hand. It's like, no. And then I think he like purposely like drops off the balcony, I think, because he doesn't want to get picked up by Chris Elliott's good hand.
It's just so funny how like a little gimmick like that can like make a movie, like because that's what everyone remembers is the butler with the hand and the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Or up the turkey.
Uh-huh.
It's like, is there anything you didn't personally prepare? Yeah. Good times.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes was awesome. A White Man Can't Jump. That's a fun one. They did a remake of that, and I never saw it.
God,
Adam Sandler needs to play an Amish guy. I don't know. We already got that. We got our Amish comedy fill with the Farrelly Brothers bowling movie, Kingpin. You remember that?
I haven't seen it.
You didn't see that one?
We had it on. We had it on VHS tape growing up, but I never got around to that one.
Mm-hmm. I definitely can have some fun with it. Do I like John Hamm? Man, I don't hate him.
I never watched
Mad Men.
Yeah, I never watched it.
I've seen some episodes of that because my mom is like one of the few shows she watches over and over again. She just cycles through these shows, like constantly.
That's how I am with a lot of my
The Sopranos, right?
I try to like reserve the fuel in that tank. I don't want to get like too burned out on it. So
you don't want to be like the Sopranos subreddit where it's just always references and just.
I just don't want to be on subreddit or a subreddit or.
I don't blame you. Hey there, thank you. Freddy got fingered. Yeah. Did you see that? Freddy got fingered, the Tom Green movie?
I'm aware of it though.
He was honestly ahead of his time when it comes to his show, the Tom Green show.
Yeah,
and also what he did later on when he did the show at his house, like that was even more ahead of its time.
He was doing that
podcast. They did the podcast,
yeah. That was like one of the first. Yeah, I mean, even like Rogan will give it to like Tom Green that like he was like kind of the first guy to do that. I never listened to a single episode of it, but good for him.
Yeah, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker is fun. It's a by the Wayans brothers. Cider House Rules: A World According to Garp. I don't think I saw Cider House Rules. I know that one. I think that one has
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire's in that one. World According to Garp, I think I saw one time.
I never understood the name of that movie. Is it Cider House Rules or hey man, don't run in the hallway? Cider House Rules. Like I never like what does it mean? I guess you'd have to watch it to find out.
Yeah. Without Warning. Yeah, I've seen that. It's an okay movie. Weird. It's basically Predator but with no budget. Like it came out before Predator. And it's the same plot about like an alien that comes to Earth and hunts people, but like the design is laughably bad and it's cheap and but what's also crazy is the actor who played the alien and Without Warning also played the Predator in Predator and Kevin Peter Hall.
Guess he was just cut out for that role.
Oh, he thinks that you would love Freddy Got Fingered.
I mean, I'm not opposed to watching it. I remember the "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" scene. I think that's one that everyone remembers. But yeah, I don't know. I remember hearing title when I was growing up and thinking like, well, that's edgy.
Yeah. Pleasantville, The Truman Show. Yeah, Pleasantville. I haven't seen it in years. I remember actually watching it for an English class, I think, or something like that.
I've seen both of those.
Yeah.
Pleasantville was cool with the light, the color,
Yeah.
the coloring techniques that they use. That was super cool. Truman Show's the better movie though.
Yeah, it is.
That's like one I watched like annually at least once.
Yeah. Pleasantville is an intriguing concept though. Like what would happen if modern people, got sucked into an old 50s, Leave It to Beaver type of show.
Yeah, that's definitely worth like another watch, I think, for me, because it's been so long since I've seen it.
I liked Willy's Wonderland. That was fun with Nicolas Cage. It's basically like Nick Cage in Five Nights at Freddy's. That's basically what Willy's Wonderland is. I think it's a better Five Nights at Freddy's movie than the Five Nights at Freddy's movies.
I don't know nothing about that. I know my ex was like super into Five Nights at Freddy's.
She was big into it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just stay away from it now because it's like, ooh, X bad. Anything she liked, I don't like.
21 Jump Street. I just think of the movies, to be honest, with Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum, which crack me up. Wonka, the Charlie the Chocolate Factory. I prefer the original with Gene Wilder.
I prefer the original, but I like both of them.
Yeah, you like the Tim Burton one too?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know, like people talk so much shit about it, and I'm like, it was fine.
I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's definitely better than a lot of the stuff that Tim Burton did afterwards. Like,
he hasn't had a hit in a while, right?
Yeah, it's been a while. Well, no, I mean, Wednesday's been pretty big for him.
Oh, okay.
The TV show on Netflix.
Yeah. I
did see They Will Kill You, and I really enjoyed it. It's honestly the best film I've seen this year. Like, I had a lot of fun with that movie. It was a blast. It's like Evil Dead meets Kill Bill. Like, it is over the top. It's gory as hell. A lot of it's actually done practically. It's definitely a little silly.
Mike, can I tell you something that you're not gonna like?
What?
Okay, so throughout 2025, maybe 2024, I've seen for the first time ever like all the classic 80s horror movies.
And you didn't like a lot of them?
I didn't like a single one of them. I thought they all sucked.
That's all right.
I can't believe how much hype these movies get.
Which ones are you talking about?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's a 70s movie. So.
Right. Well, I said 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Fucking, what's the other one? You got Freddy and then the Jason one.
Yeah, you see Friday the 13th?
Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Did you see the one with Jason? Did you see any of the ones with Jason, or did you just see the original?
I know that I know he doesn't appear until the third one.
Right.
But I saw the first one.
Yeah, the first one's kind of weak. So
then I saw like Rob Zombie's remake of Halloween, which I know that's not a classic.
I mean, so you saw that awesome dialogue then, the amazing Oscar-winning dialogue in that.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Where remember the dinner table scene? I'm gonna bang you right the fuck out. Like, shut the fuck up, you fucking fuck. It's just like, Jesus Christ, Rob Zombie.
Yeah, but I couldn't get in. I'm like, really? Like, these are the fucking movies that like everyone always.
I mean, try The Thing.
The Thing, okay.
Yeah, John Carpenter's The Thing. Try, or like, David Cronenberg's The Fly. Less mainstream. Well, they kind of are mainstream, but like, not slashers.
Oh, The Fly with Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that one. No, that one's good. That one's really good.
Yeah.
That one. I saw that one way back when I was a kid.
I love that movie. Saw that in the theater with the makeup effects artist who did the makeup effects in the theater.
Oh shit!
In attendance, and got his autograph and asked him questions and gave him props for directing The Fly 2.
Oh yeah,
because he directed the sequel, which I get why people aren't as big on it, but I like it as a creature feature. Basically, The Fly 2 is like, hey, what if we had a monster movie where the monster was a hero? That's not very common, and
No.
like the gore is, it's top shelf in that. So
sometimes you'll have like a slightly benevolent monster, but he's not like the hero. He like spares someone.
Yeah, the Inside Out dog scene that is traumatizing. Yeah, for sure. Because it was his dog. And these asshole guys, these jerk off fucking guys at Bar Talk Industries experimented on his dog and kept it alive for all these years. And it was like Inside Out. And
see, I don't need shit like that in my head anymore. I've seen enough at this point in my life. I don't need new things like that entering my mind.
I do not blame you. I do not blame you, Josh. Oh yeah, Tobey Maguire was in that movie called Red Baron's Revenge. Yeah, Revenge of the Red Baron, some low budget movie that he did when he was a kid. Pi. Did you see? I haven't seen Pi. I've heard about Pi, but I've never seen it. It's some indie movie, Josh, that has like it literally. I remember the DVD cover was just like the number pi, like the symbol for pi, and just pi repeated over and over again.
I feel like I might have that on DVD.
Yeah,
I inherited it somehow. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, Primate I liked. I saw it in the theater. It's dumb. You got to turn your brain off with that movie. But I enjoyed it. It definitely helped that they did a practical effects for the ape, for the monkey. Like it's actually a person in a suit instead of like CGI. Regal Theater brought back a lot of comedies for April month. So you saw Superbad, Step Brothers, A Hangover, The Nice Guys, Is It the End, The Burbs, Airplane, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Okay.
I tried to show Superbad in Discord one time, and everyone's like, "No, I don't want to see it." So I was like, "All right, fine, we're not gonna fucking watch it." I thought it was a fun suburban
I like Superbad
comedic adventure. Yeah. Apparently Jonah Hill's feelings got like super butthurt after doing that movie though, because everyone called him Seth and all that.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, you know, I can do other roles just because I'm fat, you know, blah blah. He's a fucking baby.
His stuck up version of himself, and This Is the End is not. It just seems like it's a real Jonah Hill.
Yeah, totally. I liked This Is the End when I saw it. I don't know how I feel about it.
It's fun. I mean, there are some issues that I do have with it, but you know, I could still have fun with it. I really like Jay Baruchel's character in it. It kind of reminds me of myself, and I did get a lot of McLovin stuff when that movie came out.
Oh, I could see that.
I got a lot of that.
Damn, yeah. Well, I was like fat and kind of like brown in junior high, and I got Josh from Drake and Josh.
Oh yeah. I could totally see that looking at some of the photo. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, ooh.
So they try to, you know, my brother, or whatever, you know, trying to.
Drake was the one who was getting laid though, not Josh.
Yeah.
I wanted to be Drake.
Well, Josh lost weight though.
Yeah, he lost a freakish amount of weight, and now Drake has to make music.
I wonder. I haven't really delved deep enough, but I wonder if he was on anti-anxiety meds like I was and gained like a shit ton of weight on it, and then went off the meds and then lost.
I don't remember, but I read his fucking memoir too, because I'm just a memoir. Yeah.
Josh Peck.
Yep, and
he's got a podcast. That's pretty popular.
Everybody has a fucking podcast. Like, just assume anybody that you know ever has a podcast. Now, are they worth listening to? Is the question.
Yeah. Can James Franco come back? No. They canceled him. I don't. His brother is doing a movie called Idiots. But
yeah, I think the brother escaped.
He's starting to look a lot like James now, though. His younger brother.
He plays a similar character in like everything I've seen him in.
Yeah.
Like his acting range isn't like the best.
Oh, what's his name? Chumlee? Did he lose like a shit ton of weight?
Yeah, he did.
Get on
And
Ozempic?
Chumlee has a podcast with Rick.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Everyone has a fucking podcast.
Does everyone have a memoir too?
Yeah, apparently, and I've listened to all those. Those I'll listen to because
Does he listen to Drake's memoir too? Does he have a memoir?
He might. I probably would listen to it just to hear what he has to say about all the
Did you
that.
watch that documentary series? I still haven't watched it yet.
With a Quiet on, is it Quiet on Set?
Quiet on Set, yeah.
Yeah, I will tell you, after Drake made an appearance on that, I feel like it somewhat rehabilitated his reputation.
Yeah, because he was in some hot water there for
being a sex
apparently, according to him and according to like other things, the girl didn't tell her true age or whatever. But like, I don't know. It's just some of this stuff just sounds kind of sketchy.
Well, apparently all it takes is one good molesting by some Nickelodeon guy and you're free and clear, because he literally was like, his music was like relegated to like South America, and he like sang in Spanish and shit.
Yeah,
and they loved him.
Yeah, but I haven't seen the documentary. I've seen people's videos on it.
You haven't seen it, man. That's like right up your alley.
You know, I thought about it, but then I was like, I've seen other people talk about it, and like the stuff that I've been hearing, I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, I know about Brian Peck, I know about that fucking guy,
and then fucking Dan Snyder.
Yeah, but a lot of it's focusing a lot on Schneider, and there's a lot of he was this and that, but they don't have any clear, concrete evidence that he actually did anything beyond just being weird.
And you know, appropriate.
So I'm like, why are we focusing on Schneider so much?
And honestly, I feel like they could have I feel like they could have tried a little bit harder to get a few more like B or A list.
Yeah, and the studio Nickelodeon at the time, like that's a bigger deal. Like, stop talking about like the Nickelodeon foot.
Oh yeah,
logo as if that's some kind of insidious thing. Like,
right?
It's a fucking kids channel.
Right.
Kids are like, feet are funny. Like, I don't think there's anything behind that.
Your feet stink. You know. Like,
it's like I mean, there are some stuff in some of those Schneider shows where you watch them as an adult and you're like, oh yeah,
I mean, and he was undoubtedly like the Ariana Grande with the potato thing. That was obviously like creepy.
Yeah. So I've seen clips, and I guess another reason why I didn't watch it is because I saw what they did with the Double Dare host, and that really kind of pissed me off, and I didn't really want to support I mean, I could pirate it anyway.
What they do to Mark Summers?
They lied to him. They said that they were going to interview him for, something else. Like they said something about like Glory Days and Nickelodeon or some of this sort of stuff. And, they didn't tell him about the context of how they were going to chop his interviews up. They didn't tell him that at all. And then they wound up, cutting his interviews, doing a gotcha. Yeah, they did that with him. So I'm like, that's kind of shitty. Thank you. How do I spot disingenuous movie reviewers? I don't know. I mean,
Chris Stuckman.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the major ones for sure. People like him. I'm not going to review movies I don't like anymore. Like,
I'm going to burn too many bridges in Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to do all these interviews with Hollywood directors and stuff like that. Snyder deserves to get called out. Yeah, he does. Rob Schneider. His grift.
Yeah, Rob Schneider.
Did you see the footage of him doing the CPAC or whatever? Like, he did a show at CPAC and like he bombed so hard.
Yeah, that's the one I saw where people were calling out like, you can do it. He probably gets that at every show though.
Yeah, but not. They weren't even laughing at his conservative jokes.
Right.
And that was his crowd.
Because he's a fucking hack. He's not even a stand-up comedian. He's never done fucking stand-up to my knowledge. And like now all of a sudden he's like booking theaters. It's like, way to put in that 10,000 hours.
That could be fun. Depends on what the movie is, though.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I don't know how we do that on YouTube, but
There's a way to do it. We just do a live stream, and then you don't show the movie. You just watch it live. I did that before on a live stream. I did that before with live streams
seems
with.
like that might be a little anticlimactic if they can't see.
I know, but that's how.
The only way you can do it. Yeah,
that's the only way you can do it on YouTube.
I've been getting spanked left and right by YouTube lately.
Like, did you get spanked for Kickassia? Is that where you got your first stream took down and then you had to start over?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think that might have been an internet issue, honestly.
I can kind of see that because I flipped through the the archive.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I kept seeing your signal was like kind of cutting in and out.
I think
you're kind of freezing a little bit. So I was wondering if maybe,
and both parts are still up there, so obviously didn't offend them.
Well, at least you finally completed that saga.
No, I had already streamed that back in 2024.
I know you did, but did you finish it? I don't think you finished it, right? You stopped.
No,
that's why you did it.
I finished that one. I fast forwarded through a big chunk of Suburban Nights and an even bigger chunk.
Yeah, I remember.
Flee.
Yeah.
Dude, they're just insufferable.
They are.
They are fucking insufferable movies, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
It's just lazy fan service for that guy with the glasses subscribers. That's basically what those were.
Kamen Rider, Family Kamen Rider, the fucking Mars Girl movie. Or
I haven't seen that one. I didn't even know that even existed. To be perfectly honest, I knew about Atop the Fourth Wall. I knew about that guy's movie.
The
Lightbringer,
the Fuckbringer. All right, Mike, I'm gonna get off here, but
all right.
Hope you have a happy birthday, and
you too.
You want me to have a happy birthday too? Okay.
No, I mean later on,
whenever it does happen, then
when is your birthday?
September 2nd.
All right.
So
happy early birthday.
But all right, hopefully Rambo joins you in here at some point.
Oh no, he's busy, so it's just gonna be me. I'll probably finish up the little bit of the chat. I'll probably head out myself. Got some more videos I gotta get done. More stuff I gotta watch, like Bronson with Tom Hardy.
Well, thanks for anybody who came in here for for me that I invited in. Make sure you stick around and bug Mike and ask him questions about the glory days of our podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
But all right, man. Until next time.
All right.
Have a good one.
See ya. Predminator. Okay, so it's a Samsung Q990B, and it has up to 11.1, I think. So it actually is, I think, 7.1, I think, if I remember correctly, is like the default, and then it goes up to like 11 with like adaptive mode. So yeah, that is my home theater speaker setup. Love it. Got it off Facebook Marketplace a couple years ago. Is that you could do it getting more played out than Get to the Chopper from Predator? I don't know. I think they're around the same. Like Get to the Chopper is more annoying to me because Arnold has so many other lines and so many of his other films that I think are honestly even better and more memorable and better lines from Predator. Like stick around, or, you were one ugly motherfucker. But Get to the Chopper is the one people remember. And it's also one people go to when they do like lazy, bad Arnold impressions. Get to the chopper. Thank you, Kamen Rider. What would Peter Hyams direct if he was 50 and with $100 million budget? I don't know. Maybe another sci-fi epic like 2010. Best Gosling performance. It's a tie between Drive and Blade Runner 2049 for me. 3 Woody Harrelson performances. White Men Can't Jump is up there for me. People versus Larry Flint. Trying to think of in terms of other Woody, probably Natural Born Killers. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. I haven't seen it yet. Kind of want to though. Just the the one where he turns into a robot and fights Joe Pesci. That sounds like fun. Do a let's play for Shining Force. Give me a paid request. I'd do it. What movies am I looking forward to this year? I'd have to look at a list. There's not a lot like I think that I'm like, oh, must see right now. There's some that I think could be fun or could be interesting, but I mean, in terms of like something I is like a must see, I don't really see anything that's like Dune Part 3. I would say, yeah, that's pretty up there because I like Dune Part 2 quite a bit. And I honestly am really looking forward to The Furious, which is a martial arts action movie. That looked pretty awesome. But I don't know about because like Ready or Not 2, that was one I was looking forward to, and it already came out and I saw it already. It was just kind of it's okay. Am I super fast? No, I'm not fast. I probably run out of breath. At one point in time when I was younger, I might have been a little shifty, and I got a little bit of a spare tire, so I don't think I'm shifty anymore. I've seen it. I haven't watched it, anytime soon though. I think the last time I saw anything related to that is the Mr. Gigi videos that he did on the show. Johnny Dangerously is a fun one. It's a fun Michael Keaton movie. Where do I store most of my DVDs? And I mean, you're looking at it like everywhere. Totes, shelves, more totes under my bed. Most of my Blu-rays though and 4Ks are on shelves right now. There's a few of them that are like stacked up in different places, but most of them are on shelves. Everything that's like in totes is like DVDs or VHS or stuff like that. Thoughts on Jason Statham movies? I mean, I haven't seen any of his new ones. I mean, I did. The last film I saw of his was The Working Man, and I was just kind of mid. I like The Beekeeper though. I've never heard of those two. I don't know what to say about them. I liked it. I have a review of it on my channel, I think, for Ninja Scroll. Did I see? Yeah, I did see. I've heard mixed things about it. Some people are saying it's kind of built in a cheap way. They don't like it, and I think it's also out of stock already. Because there's scalpers that are selling it for like thousands of dollars already on eBay. Who do I like movies of more, Seagal or Statham? I got to go with Seagal right now. I mean, prime Seagal is hard to top. From Above the Law, I would probably say until Fire Down Below. I mean, even when it comes to like his kind of downslide around that time with Under Siege 2 and The Glimmer Man, they were still watchable and legitimately kind of entertaining movies. Mutiny, no, I didn't watch that trailer. I did see the trailer for, the final Jackass movie because they're doing another Jackass film. I guess the old guys needed another paycheck. They get hit in the balls for, money from Universal again. I don't know about that. A lot of these comedy sequels coming out years later, like I mean, Jackass Forever was fun, but like I don't think we really needed another one. And Super Troopers 3, I know Fabio's looking forward to that. Like I didn't like the trailer for that. I didn't like Super Troopers 2, so you know, it's just comedy sequels, man. Like coming out years later is just usually not good. Yeah. Did I see Lee CRK? I don't know what I don't. Oh, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. No, I haven't seen that yet. I did see the trailer. I didn't like the trailer. Like, what the hell is this plot? These parents are just gonna take that thing home. It's not their daughter anymore. It's some kind of obviously possessed demon from Egyptian hell. Like, leave that shit in the sarcophagus. And from what I read, it doesn't even have an actual mummy in it. So why call it the mummy? Call it sarcophagus or something. Would you rather see Where's Waldo movie or Carmen Sandiego? Carmen Sandiego. I mean, come on. You can actually make a potentially decent movie with Carmen Sandiego. What are you going to do with Where's Waldo? Some guy, some goober, some, loser wearing a striped shirt, going all over town. I guess maybe you could do a thing where, oh, you got to find Waldo in order to win all this money. I guess you would probably do it that way. So it'd be like Rat Race, but with Waldo. I don't know. I think that would suck. Yeah, Go Animate. Yeah, of course I've heard about Go Animate. I did a couple videos with Go Animate years ago. 54th. God damn, future boy. I'm not that old. Do I look like I'm 54? I hope I don't look that old, man. I know I got some gray in my beard, but like 37, 54's, that's up there. I'm not there yet. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Sailor Moon. Yeah, I doubt it's actually connected. It's just inspired by, because Cronin directed Evil Dead Rise. So like, the only thing you can make is an Evil Dead movie. It's like, oh, it's Evil Dead, but with mummies. See here. So what I'll do is I'll probably wait for a few chats to come in, and then I'll probably call it a night. I got some things I got to get done tonight for the channel and for other other things that need to get done around the town, or around not the town, around the house. Well, thank you, Tony. Thanks for the birthday wish. Him, I haven't seen it yet. I have it in 4K though. I like the trailer. Looked interesting. Have I ever played Alien Isolation? No. I would like to though. It's on my Steam wish list. I would like to play it. I would like to get it someday. What would I do if I couldn't watch any movies for a week? I just read. I have a massive collection of books. Tons of books I haven't read yet. I literally could just, if I wanted a movie fixed, I could just read some of my movie novelizations. And if I want, and then I could, I guess, see the movies in my head. Yes, I have played that. I actually had Predator on the NES as a kid. It sucked. I hated that game. For some reason as a kid, I just thought, oh, it's a game based on a movie I like, so it's going to be cool and it's going to be fun. But that never usually was ever the case on the Nintendo. So I had all these shitty games based on movies. Like half my game collection was just shitty games based on movies. Predator, Dick Tracy, Darkman. And Predator is one of those games that, like, I had to blow into the cartridge a ton of times too to get it to work on my system. So I go through all this effort to get the thing to work, and then it would just be a shitty game where I'm like, why is Arnold wearing pink pants? And why am I playing a Predator game where he's punching scorpions? Like, what the fuck does this have to rocks? What does this have to do with Predator? Yeah, Arnold wearing pink. I like the pink leotard. It brings out my eyes. The best thing to happen to Alien franchise is Aliens. Okay, cool. I've heard a lot of good things about Isolation. Darkman. Part of me wants to do another Let's Play of that, but like in one part, because it's an annoying game, but there are some things about it that are kind of fun. But it is an annoying game, and it is so lame that every time you die, Darkman cries. Every time you die in that game, there's a scene of Darkman crying. So Darkman has failed his mission. Crying tears. It's like, why'd you make Darkman cry? You sucked so much in this game, you made Darkman cry. What's wrong with you? Did I play Jaws? Yeah, it sucked. But honestly, it sucked less than some of the other games like Platoon, Willow. Well, Willow was okay, but like I didn't really like a lot of those type of games. You know, the RPGs. It really wasn't my thing. It's still kind of. It really isn't my thing. I'm not super big into RPGs. Yeah, Arnold said that. I think he was just. I think Arnold was talking out of his ass. He needed some hype for his Arnold bodybuilding competition show or whatever. So then he's like, nah, that's Fox, they contacted me and they want to do another Predator, and they want to do another Conan, and King Conan, and I'm really excited, and it's gonna happen. We're gonna do these movies. I'm like, I'm gonna be the star, and yeah, sure, Arnold. I'll believe it when I see it, Arnold. But speaking of the Arnold bodybuilding show, I actually met a guy who was either the showrunner for the Arnold bodybuilding show in Australia, or he was working for it. Because I met him at my job a couple days ago. He came up and bought some clothes, and I saw he was wearing an Arnold jacket, and I talked to him about it, and I even asked him if he met Arnold, and he said, yeah, he did meet Arnold a few times, and he thought Arnold was pretty chill, pretty awesome. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like, I met a guy who actually met Arnie, met Schwarzenegger. Yeah, I would like to see that. I still don't know why they passed on the Dark Horse, because they actually did write a script based on the Dark Horse comics AVP series, and they didn't greenlight that. Instead, they greenlit AVP, the one that we did get. Assholes versus penises. With a fucking pyramid, some guy in his Coke bottles or Coke bottle tops. Yeah, I do. Boring with a capital B. I mean, Arnold's too old. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. But maybe it could work. I mean, you have stuff like Vikings and Game of Thrones, so maybe you could make something work. With an older Conan. I think older Conan is like one of the few things you could kind of make work. Predator, I don't know. I don't know if you could do that with old Dutch. I think he'd be so old that the Predator would be like, you're not a worthy, combatant. And that's how the Predator is. The Predator would be like arthritis in the knees and a bad back. The Predator would just be like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. What's the best novel of film I've read? The Thing by I think it's by Alan Dean Foster. I think that's who wrote it. Yeah, that's a really good novelization. Yep, Alan Dean Foster. Honestly, any novelization by Alan Dean Foster is amazing. Like, he did so many good ones. He did one of Alien as well. It's really good. Big Show trolled. Oh, Arnold trolled Big Show. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty lame, but it's so Arnold. Like, he did that shit with Sly. He tricked Sly into doing a Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, which still cracks me up. Like, you got to do this movie, Sly. You got to do it. Like, I'm gonna do the movie, Sly. I'm gonna do the movie Stop him, my mom will shoot. If you don't do the movie, then, you're going to miss out, Sly. It's such a great movie. And then, Sly did the movie and regretted it. I like to think that Sly got back at Arnold by, trying to convince Arnold's agent that he was going to do Junior. Because I could totally see Arnold doing that. Meet Big Show, and every time he would see him, he's like, "Do I know you? Do I know you? I don't think I've seen you before. I think I saw you on TV one time, but I don't know the name." Any popular people? Not really. I mean, I did meet some celebrities. I met Peter Weller one time at a convention, got his photo. That's about it. I would have loved to meet Kurt Russell, but the Hollywood Theater decided to screw everybody over and gave barely anybody a shot to get a ticket for that. That's happening on the 9th, by the way. That was what I wanted to be my birthday present this year, is to go see Kurt Russell and The Thing in the theater. But I had no fucking chance at all of getting a ticket. It was just a rigged game from the start. I used to be a fan of Family Guy. I haven't seen really any episodes or any seasons. It's been a long time. They were in Jingle All the Way together. Yeah, I know, but it was a small role. Arnold was just messing with him, probably. I know. How do you forget? Yeah, well, because he's just messing with him. He's probably it's part of the thing, yeah, how do you forget meeting a 7-foot tall giant? Yeah, it's just Arnold just being ridiculous. But would I like to see the Unmade Thing miniseries? No, I think that would have sucked. I think the new Thing sequel that they're talking about, I think, is going to be bad too. Just don't do it. Just no more. Leave that franchise in the ice. And anyway, on that note, I am going to call it a night. Thanks for stopping by for the birthday stream. Thanks for all the super chats. For anybody who's still waiting for requests, I am going to get to them as quickly as I can. Hopefully a good chunk of them within the next week or so. And apologize for the delay on those, by the way. Just, stuff in my personal life and, work and, all this kind of stuff. But, I'll definitely get around to it. And yeah, thanks for everything. Thanks for the support for all these years, whether you're a new subscriber, an old. And I hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend and, great rest of May. And hopefully I do more streams. I know it's something I haven't done enough of, and I would like to try to do more of these in the future. But anyway, thanks again for joining me, and see you later. See ya.